Hey, what's going on, everybody out there? How you guys are doing? How's everybody feeling? I hope you guys are pumped up, ready for the weekend, ready to get things started. Really ready to, feeling motivated, feeling good. Every time I get on, I'm always trying to come with high energy, trying to come with high, expectation. I'm not going to be too long in this live here, but I do want to get this message out there. And it was so funny. Something happened to me today that really made me, gave me some ammo, gave me some stuff to talk about in this live message, and just to let everybody know why you guys are getting on. And if you don't mind, if you want to type in where you watching this from, or type in, say hi, type in, say what's up. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm pumped. Whatever it is that you want to say, because this is all about giving you some motivation, inspiration, giving you some how-tos. First, I want to just make a quick announcement before I go ahead and start getting into the subject while I'm waiting for people to get on. This Sunday at 7 p.m. Central, at this exact same page, 7 p.m. Central, we're going to be doing part two of how to get more eyeballs to your Facebook Lives and to your websites. So make sure, last Sunday, if you didn't see that video yet, make sure you go there, whoisgarybledsoe.com/my live video. Click it. It'll send you right to the link. Don't do it now because you're on Facebook and it's going to send you to a Facebook link. So make sure you get on that one. Make sure you watch that part 1, which is 1 through 5. It's actually 20 ways. It's going to be 20 ways to get more eyeballs to your Facebook Lives and your websites. And this is going to be 6 through 10, and it's going to be very, very powerful. Some more in-depth stuff, some stuff that maybe you knew already and you just needed to tweak it a little bit, some stuff maybe you didn't know already and you want to know a little bit more about it. So I'm going to get ahead and invite you guys to that. Make sure you come 7 p.m. Central right here, same bat channel right here. Make sure you come there. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Try to get this message out to you, and the title of this message is a follow-up to what I did earlier on my personal page. If you're not my friend, make sure you go Gary Bledsoe 1, of course facebook.com/Gary Bledsoe 1. Go to that right now, and not now, go to after this video, and make sure if you want to friend me, go ahead right now, or look up my wife Lynette Bledsoe, or just continue to like this page, invite people to this page. And just like I said, this is a follow-up. This message here, this episode here was a follow-up to the 2-minute of motivation. I try to do it all the time. I was doing 1 minute, but it was kind of short. I didn't like 1 minute because it was like I was rushing, trying to get all the words out. I prefer to give you a little bit more meat, a little bit more sauce for the spaghetti. I guess that's what you want to call it. I wanted to give you a little bit more up in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started, go ahead and get into the subject, which is the subject. The follow-up is, earlier I said you got to do the work. You got to go out there and go to work. Go work. Go do what you got to do. And this one right here, this message is don't expect a reward if you didn't do the work. We're going to get into that right now. So let's get started. All right, let's go. So what happened is, I'm going to give you an interesting thing that happened to me. It was weird. I was going through my emails. I'm one of them kind of people. Some people like to have 100 and some change of unread emails, 200. I like to get my emails done. I like to get it all out the way, find out who's saying what. It could be something important there. It could be something that I really need, and I find out about 4 or 5 days later. No, man, I like to get into mine. I don't let it govern my day. You know how people say, watch yourself. Don't let your emails govern your day. Don't let your messages and stuff. I don't. I take my time. I go through it. I figure out what needs to be gone through, and the rest of it I just go ahead on. And I got an email, and the email was basically this. The email was from a lady, from a company. Now, I know it was a network marketing company because I'm very familiar with network marketing. And if you're on here, you know that I'm all about motivating and inspiring new network marketers, seasoned network marketers, people that have been in network marketing for years, or home business owners with motivation and inspiration to help them, keep their why going and keep them successful. And this email was weird. It said, "Welcome, you have just joined this company." And I said, "What? I didn't join no company. Actually, I was out picking my son up for school. He had an early release day, or something, as we say up northeast. He had a half a day, and I was picking him up, and I'm like, I wasn't joining no company. I'm like, what? I definitely ain't paying no fee, no investment to join a company. So how did I join a company? So I said, you know what? Let me think about this for a second, and I went. And I know that usually when you join a network marketing company, they give you sort of like when they have a website, they give you a login information and everything. And they usually do this. Hint, don't do things illegally. And I'm about to get into that. Don't do things unethically. Don't do things unmorally. Why? Let me explain to you. Network marketing companies, if they're worth their business, if they're smart about their business, they usually let you know who the distributor is or the sponsor that got you in the business. So I knew I was going to find out who put me in this business, in this company, without my permission. And I was like, let me go and look. And come to find out, it was some lady who was a former rep in our company that I was in before. She took my name, she took my email address, and which was dumb, she should have changed the email address, and she put it in the company. I don't know why she did it. I don't know if she was trying to get a promotion. I don't know why. I'm gonna get to the point now. Stay with me. I don't know if she was trying to get promotion. I don't know if she was trying to win a contest. I don't know what she was doing, but she illegally signed me up into a company without my consent or my permission, and she thought she could get the credit. What was funny was I called her because her phone number was there right away. And she picked up the phone and she was like, and I said, well, this is Gary Bledsoe. And I just want to let you know that I know that you put me into this company and I had no thoughts about being into this company. I don't know why you did it. But I'm going to let you know. And then she started going, well, you can unsubscribe. You could just, tell them you don't want any more information. I said, no. I'm going to contact the corporate entity of that company, and I'm going to report fraud. And all of a sudden, I got abadabbas. I said, thank you very much. Have a good day. Click, and I hung up. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this, and there's a reason why I'm bringing this to you, is because it goes back to the point of this this episode here, this video right here. And I want to tell you, if you don't do the work, don't expect to get the results. And what I mean by that, I'm here to educate you on this and motivate you and inspire you on this. This lady did not prospect me. She did not create a relationship with me. She did not get me to know her. She did not get me to like her. She did not get me to trust her. She did not get me to do those things. She thought it was okay to just get the result. She didn't try to do the 5 things that would cause maybe me to want to consider joining her opportunity. She went straight for the jugular and decided to get the result without putting in the work. She didn't want to prospect me. She didn't want to build a relationship with me. She didn't want to get to know me. She didn't want to get to like me or have me know her or like her or trust her or know or for her to trust. She didn't do all of it. She didn't put the time in to go out there and get all those things done, because that takes time investment. It's not going to take a monetary investment. It's going to take time investment. She didn't put that in, but she wanted the results. Unfortunately, because of her haste and because of her entitlement mentality, I contacted corporate and I told them the person's name, everything. What I don't know if they contacted her or they're going to contact her or not. All I know is that within 5 minutes after getting off the phone with them, they removed my information like that. So whatever she was going for, totally my contribution had nothing to do with it. And I just want to tell you guys that don't expect something to show up for nothing. Nothing in this world shows up for without something going on. A price always has to be paid. Always. No matter what. Something is generating something for something to happen. And you have to understand that. So if you're out there expecting yourself to grow, to get hit a contest in your company, to go out there and get a good check, or you're expecting to get recognition, but you didn't put in the work. Don't expect those things to happen. They are not gonna happen. If you're trying to diet and you haven't pushed those ice cream and them cookies away, the potato chips. If you haven't done that, do not expect you to lose weight. If you have to put in the work in order for the result to come. See, you gotta marry the work process. You gotta marry the progress. You gotta marry the things that are gonna take place, the struggle, whatever you want to call it, that are gonna get you from point A to point B. You gotta marry that. You can't marry the results. See, what happened was this lady wanted to marry the results. She wanted the results to come so she could sit around with her wedding dress on and everybody's throwing rice at her and celebrating her because she probably won a contest or she probably got a bonus or whatever the case may be. She thought that was what's going to happen. But she didn't put the work in. So because she didn't put the work and she got caught by me, I said, boom, I'm going to let them know what's going on. They removed me. Powerful lesson there, guys. If you don't put in the work, do not expect the reward. The reward is not going to come to you. It will not. And then what happens is everybody's sitting around going, hey, I wonder why this ain't working for me. I wonder why that ain't working for you. What you need to do is, and it's so powerful, I was listening to a call this morning by Mr. Stephen Rachel, powerful MLSP call. And if you want to know more about working with us in My Elite System Pro, which is an online university teaching you how to do stuff like this. I'm actually doing this live right here from my desktop, showing you how to do stuff like this. Actually, I learned this from Mr. Stephen Rachel. It was so powerful, and he was just saying that, there's no guarantee. If anything you want to guarantee from, you should get the guarantee from yourself. And if you're not doing what you're doing, then you got to learn something's wrong. There's a disconnect. That's exactly where this came from. It's like I was all in that vibe, just getting it. And I hope you can get it. And I hope this can propel you into the weekend. Maybe you can wind down a little bit and then propel you for the next week. So that next week you can aren't you getting sick and tired of watching everybody else, all these other people winning contests, getting checks, getting promoted, getting recognition, and you still sitting there in your convention, you still sitting there on the sidelines going, celebrating everybody else's success, which is good, but why don't you start learning how to celebrate your own success? How can you start celebrating your success? You can start celebrating your success by putting in the work that's going to create the success. I really hope that makes a lot of sense to a lot of people. And if it doesn't, feel free to comment below and tell me it doesn't. But if it does, tell me if it does too. Because I'm telling you, you have to put in the work in order to get the result, in order to get the reward. And the type of work that you put in. See, I have a saying, and I want you to write this quote down. It's very powerful. Practice doesn't just make perfect, but perfect practice makes perfect. Here we go. Practice doesn't just make perfect. Doesn't make perfect. Say it like that. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Let me give you an example. If I go and I'm going to become a basketball star, let's say I want to become a basketball star, and I just keep shooting the ball, and I'm shooting the ball over here, over there, and it's hitting the wall, it's hitting the back, it's going all over the place. I'm not aiming for the backboard. I'm practicing every day how to shoot that ball, but I'm not practicing how to shoot that ball into the hoop. But if I perfectly keep trying to get it into the hoop, I'm doing perfect practice, eventually that ball, if I get the right technique, will eventually start going in the hoop. So perfect practice makes perfect. Practice doesn't make perfect. That's a myth that you guys need to understand. So whenever you want a powerful reward, you got to put in massive and powerful work. That's the only way. I hope this helped you. If it does, feel free to tag somebody in this. Feel free to comment below. And if it would be more powerful for me is you can share it with someone that'll be, really helpful. For that person, they may find some value from it, just like you did. And if you want more tips I go into where you can get tips from me, if you're still into that 30-day challenge my wife is doing, go to LynetteBledsoe.net. I think it's like day 27 going on. You need to get into that 30-day challenge. I know yesterday it was about LinkedIn training, very, very powerful. Make sure you get into that challenge. It's never too late. You can always start it all over again. Just go to the blog and go backwards. And if you want more tips and strategies and motivation and inspiration from me, feel free to go to whoisgarybledsoe.com. I will see you all at the tippy top. Have a good one.